Today we attempt to take a fan favorite dish invented during the Sui dynasty in eastern China and mix it with a piece of poultry. But will our combination of chicken fried rice and duck live up to the test? Welcome back to another Unruly video. If you're new, welcome. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you know we post. If you're returning, what's poppin'? Per IG, I asked y'all, what did y'all want? Spicy duck or roti and brown stew? The verdict was in. For y'all that want the roti, don't worry about it. It's coming after this video at some point and some more reviews of restaurants, so we'll figure it out somehow. But if you want to be in that poll or dictate what videos come out, follow me on IG at Unruly Eats, and then you'll have your vote in. So today we are making spicy duck and fried rice. This duck right here is just a duck breast with the skin on, and you can find this at your local grocery store anywhere from $13 to $15. And if you follow me on IG, I have a shit ton of duck breasts and a whole duck. We'll figure out what we're gonna do with that. But today, let's just get into it. So the first thing, this is already washed and cleaned. What we're gonna do now is just score it. So just make some slits there, not too crazy, because we're gonna put it in the cast iron, let that fat reduce, and then we'll put it in the oven for some time. So after you score it, what we're gonna put on it right now, and you can choose what you want on it, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my purple salt, wink wink, y'all still not gonna figure out where I found that shit from. Chicken bouillon, some Maggi seasoning, the one that's from off the boat, not the one from here, and the black pepper and allspice that I grounded up. I was gonna put mustard, coat it in mustard, and then put that stuff on. No. That is the black pepper and the allspice, so we'll put a generous amount on top here. All we want to do is just press that in. Make sure it gets in the cracks of where you scored. And duck breast is really fatty, so that layer of skin is just gonna, you'll see, it's just gonna turn into just duck grease. We're gonna take our purple salt, put a healthy amount on top here, flip him, or press that in first, and then we'll flip him. We'll hit him with some Maggi. I think we're good here, because what I'm gonna do after this is once I get a nice sear, I'm gonna bake it. Once that's cooked, we're gonna cook it even a little bit more, put it on low heat, make a sauce, drizzle it on top. You'll see. As you can see, the duck is fully coated, ready to put on. So we're just gonna drop him right in. So we'll put him skin down first. You just wanna treat it like steak. Leave that for about 2 minutes, maybe a little less than that, because the majority of the cooking is gonna be done on the skin. All right. As you can see, good sear there. Look at all this. You see all that? That's grease. And I'll show you at the end how much it is, but it's certainly a lot of grease. Throw that right into the oven. I want to say for about 10 minutes. Some people like it rare. I'm not one of those guys. It's at 400 degrees in the oven. And let it sit there, and when it comes out, let it rest for about 5 minutes. The reason why you want to let it rest is because when you cut it, you'll let all the juices seep out instead of sitting inside of the meat, kind of like double marinating it. So let it sit there, let it do its thing in the oven, and while it's in the oven, we're gonna do our thing to prepare the fried rice. So for the fried rice, or the chicken fried rice, or pork fried rice, or shrimp fried rice, whatever, get the meat that you desire. I picked chicken. Chop it up into bite-sized pieces that can fit into the rice. Also, smaller it is, quicker it cooks. If you want to make a quick meal, cut it up small. We'll grab some black pepper, lightly seasoned there. Take some of the Szechuan oil, dash it out on there. Some of your purple salt. Dash the chicken bouillon. Dash of sesame oil, not too much. And that's pretty much that. You don't need too much seasoning for your chicken, but the duck is ready, so we're gonna take it out and let it set. So we took out our duck. It was about, I wanna say 10, 15 minutes. You could put it in there for 7 to 10 minutes if you want it like rare, medium rare. but I wanted mine a bit more cooked. If it's more firm, that means it's on the like more cooked side. If it's more spongy, that means that it's not all the way cooked, like, or it's cooked, but it's not well done. It's rare, or whatever the fuck you like it at. We're gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes before I cut into it and make some medium slices. And then we'll make our sauce and put that in as well. So we'll let that sit. Just to show you, you see all of that oil on there? And there is more in this cup. That's what I meant when I said you don't need to add oil when you're searing it, because it's gonna create its own oil because of the fat in the skin. So let's get this started. Turn this up. And what you can do is add some of the oil from the duck for your chicken. So that's what we're gonna do. Don't need too much mixing. We did it kind of roughly. Didn't do it in a bowl per usual, but it's okay. You just roughly mix that. And we're gonna take some of our duck fat, dash that in there, and use that to cook the chicken. And let's drop our chicken in. When you're making fried rice, the most important thing is the rice. So what you wanna do is have this rice sit inside of your fridge overnight. If you're not gonna do it overnight, make sure that it can be chilled for a certain amount of time so it's firm. Because when you start to mix everything and incorporate everything together, that will get soggy as hell. Once rice is soggy, you're fucked. We have our mixed veggies here. You can cut them up yourself or whatever you wanna do, but we have those there. We also have some sweet snap peas. Yeah, some sugar snap peas. These are on the sweeter side. My grocery store didn't have any green onions or scallions, so kind of sucks. All right, so our chicken is pretty much done. As you can see, fully colored. You could take it out, but I'm not. Just gonna push the chicken to one side and cook the egg on the other. This is a small ass beady egg. You see this shit? Look at this. This is tiny. This is not a large egg. This is a it could be medium, but this shit almost damn near could be a quail egg to rasclat. This shit's so fucking small. Bumbo. All right. Scramble that on this side of the pan. See, I would have loved to have maybe 2 or 3 of these tiny ass eggs, but it's fine. We're gonna put in our shallot, our garlic, and our onion. Dash that in one time. Mind you, the heat is on medium right now. We have a touch of ginger in there. Real fragrant pot right now. And I think what's going to help it is the fact that you don't have any one seasoning overbearing the entire pot. You just kind of get the natural flavors from the onions, the shallot, the garlic, and the ginger mixed with the chicken and the egg. And then we'll add in our rice in a second. We'll grab our day-old rice here. Just crumple it up and drop it in there. Now we'll take our mixed veggies, just frozen vegetables, and we'll drop these in. I'd say maybe a third of a cup is in that one. I like veggies. I don't know about y'all. I like my veggies, but hey, do you? So at this point, you're almost at the end. 2 things I'm gonna add into this is shallot oil and some soy sauce. Soy sauce in, shallot oil, and just stir until you get the color that you desire. Let's get a taste before we add anything else. I'm just gonna add some extra soy sauce just to get some color, but that's currently what it looks like. Rice so far is bang. Some of that double black soy sauce. Get it real nice and brown. Realistically, this to me is done. This is cracked. I don't know about y'all, but me, ready for them. That, and it's pretty late. I ain't gonna tell you what time it is, but it's pretty late. And I'm starving. I just left the gym. All right, so the sauce was a flop. Too much butter, too much oil, way too much oil. So watch your oil count. So what we're gonna do instead is what you can use, get QP, which is Japanese mayo, take some of your soy sauce and mix that together, or you can do Japanese mayo and sriracha, that spicy mayo, drizzle that on top, it'll do justice. It's justice, that's my go-to sauce. Just wanted to be creative, but hey, can't be perfect all the time. So the duck's been sitting for a bit. That's almost well done, which is fine because that's how I eat my steak. I eat it medium well, but what you can also do is just make a quick sauce and make that and toss it in there, which is also acceptable and perfectly fine. If you just want to use the mayo and sriracha and just drizzle it on top and eat that, I do that all the time. But as you can see, the duck is cooked perfectly fine, or all the way through. And you see it has that layer of fat on the top. You can throw some salt on it. Just treat it like steak almost, because that's literally what it is. Cooks like it, don't taste like it, but cooks like it. You can see the crust on the top and at the bottom, and the middle is kind of just nice and moist. There's a layer of fat right there. So that's where all that grease is coming from. But let's just get a bite out of this. It literally tastes like steak if you cook it all the way through. You know what would honestly be good with this? I'm not gonna hold you. Got something for that. Worcestershire sauce. Should have did that in the beginning. Throw that on there. That's it. The reason being I didn't want to use Worcestershire sauce was because I was going for a distinct flavor and I wanted to stay in that Asian cuisine area. Worcestershire sauce does not do that for me. Worcestershire sauce makes things more savory. Bumbacla, that nice. See sauce, yeah? Oh, fuck. Right. It makes it taste like steak. I didn't want to do that. But as you can see, my little sauce flop, which happens. Blood. Yeah. Worcestershire sauce with duck. Your mother. Don't call her. Chicken fried rice was very easy to make. Very simple. It should only take you about 25 minutes. The duck was very simple to make. The sauce flopped, but we moved past that and we found the Worcestershire sauce works perfect with that. Even A1 sauce would work perfect with that. It's literally like steak. It has a little duck flavor, but duck's fine. That flavor is bang, just like how chicken flavor is good. So I threw a little Worcestershire sauce in there and a little Japanese mayo. Thanks for watching. Click the next video. I don't know where I'm gonna be at next, but the next video, I'm sure you'll find interesting as well, whether it be a review or how to cook. So hey, see you on the next one. Have a great day.